Hi, good morning. Hello, Beans. How are you today? Oh. Just forgot in the last moment that my hand tracker always needs a restart, or it doesn't work. I think it's the USB cable. So I just had to rush and restart it real quick. But yeah, I think I'm using a USB 2 cable, and I don't think it likes that. I don't think it likes that. So now I'm slightly behind getting there. Things started. How are you today, Beans? MHF, Pixart. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Oh, I'm so ready for the weekend already. I swear, I feel like I'm an old man whenever it's about streaming and working. I'm like, I'm turning this into a 60-hour week, and in the end, all I want to do is just let's not work. Let's just stream. Unfortunately, that's not quite possible. Yeah. Let's take a slow and steady morning today. We still have so many demos to go. I have like 21 on the list. No, 20. Oh. Yeah, this will be long. I imagine Friday will be a bit extended to get through the rest of the list. But we should get Stream Raiders going, so we can have the first match running. I mean, the first one is pretty easy. It's not going to be like yesterday. We're not going to get our ass handed to us in the first battle. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's take the Gobby. And if you have never played Stream Raiders and you have any interest, then please just click the link in chat. It's a surprisingly addictive game. I might have really fallen in love with it. It's essentially just, something to do so we keep busy. But yeah, the first unit is placed. You just gotta click the link and join us. Just a second. Let's make sure everything is good before we continue. Yes, everything looks good. Yeah, where do we start today? We start with a tier list. Because yours truly created a tier list. Because I felt it's only right, if we already try so many demos, if we also rate them. It's just a tier list. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna make a Steam Next Fest iceberg, okay? But like I said, because we went through so many demos, I just feel it's right if we also rate them. So yeah. I would say let's just go through the obvious ones first. We have Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. This is a really difficult one because it's a cute game. It clearly has a high production value, but it to me just had absolutely no... There's this German term called Mehrwert, which means more value, which essentially identifies something that adds something on top of what it already has. And if I take this as an example, it adds annoyance to something that was good. So maybe I didn't give it enough time. That's why I'm just gonna put it on C, but I was not a fan. House Flipper, I think did everything right. But it's still a sequel. So I'm just gonna give that an A. I feel like, I mean, I know I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna play it. Let me actually see how many hours I have in House Flipper 1. House Flipper 1, I have 40 hours, 39.4. Yeah. Oh, you missed House Flipper 2? Yeah, that was the last game we played on Monday. If you haven't, download the demo. It's House Flipper. It literally is. Imagine a few changes. For example, trash bags are now no longer unlimited. So once a trash bag is full, you have to throw it out the window and towards the trash, and then hopefully hit. More items, different themes, better graphics. The building system felt a bit different, but it really, yeah, the graphics are significantly better actually. The graphics looked amazing. But it's still gonna be the same game, because that's what the game is. You're not gonna buy Asian Truck Simulator coming out in 2025 and expect that it will be any different than Euro or American. And I feel like that's kind of where House Flipper is. It's like a FIFA or a Call of Duty. You buy the game because you know exactly what you get, because you got the same thing last year. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, Car Mechanic has now released the third version, and the third version is by far the best ever released. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'm gonna lower the music a little because it's a bit energetic for such an early morning right now. But because it's right here, Astro Pick. Is it an S or is it an A? I really, really adored it. I liked the theming, I liked the animation. I liked the gameplay, the music was great. Is it worth an S tier though? I feel like giving an S tier away is always a really, really big thing. And I know at least 2 in here that will be S tier. No, I think it's S tier because I categorize it as a game that I wish would come out because I want to play it. Where House Flipper 2 will come out, and I know I will play it, but I will probably not buy it on release because I'm not paying $40 for it. Astro Pick, I imagine, will go for like 20 to 25, and that's a weak spot. An indie game, fresh off the press for $20, it deserves that. If you go ahead and you buy your Diablo 4 for, I don't know what it costs, $250, or, you know, if you pre-order your Final Fantasy 17, then put $20 into stuff like Astro Pick. Support some indie developers. Delaris. Delaris was our very first game on Monday. A game I feel I didn't give enough time, because I kind of wanted to get through to everything. It had a lot of charming aspects. I liked the graphic. The taming is unique. I think that's definitely gonna be an A for me. I really want to keep an eye on that. Delaris was fun, and I'll simply assume it's pronounced Delaris. Well, let's get a safe one out of the way. I think there are no discussions. Laika is gonna be an S rank. If you weren't here yesterday, Laika is a Motorvania. Essentially a Metroidvania on a motorbike that plays a little bit like Trials. Just that you're a wolf mommy taking care of her wolf pup. And oh my god, it is so adorable. This post-apocalyptic touch to it, this beautiful look, I love it. Also, just as a quick reminder, I'm all by myself. Please don't let me die all by myself. I need help. Just saying. But yeah, Laika, S rank, period. And I think the other S rank I'm gonna put in right away. Where is it? The alphabet is difficult. Little kitty, big city. If you haven't seen that, imagine Stray, but cute, with amazing animations, with a fair amount of fourth wall breaking, with raccoons and burps and dogs, and adorable. I am really looking forward to that. That's gonna be an S rank. Well, let's get another one out of the way. I think Word Factory is gonna be another C tier for me. It was a Sectronics game that didn't do a good enough job to capture me in the first 30 minutes. A game about creating letters where I felt like the combinations didn't make as much sense as I wanted. Like, if I combine two vertical letters, two vertical I's and a horizontal line, I get an H. But if I combine a C that I rotate by 90 degrees clockwise and then a horizontal line, I get an A. Like, it didn't work in my head. I feel like if you would put in more machines to get a little bit more detailed, yes. Say if you build an A out of 3 I's, but yeah, that works. But then give me like a chance to rotate the letters a little or something. Like if I combine 2 I's, I shouldn't get a V. I feel like it just... I feel like if you do something like this, you have to make it complicated. You have to make it thorough. And it wasn't that. I don't think that's going to be a game I'm going back to, unfortunately. And I think the same I can count for Sword Hero. Oh, it was? Huh, interesting. Yeah, for me, it didn't grasp me. Same for Sword Hero. Sword Hero, beautiful graphics. I really liked the design, the style of the character. I did not like the combat. Here, let me demonstrate the combat for you. This is what I did while I played the game. This is literally what I did while I played the game, because you just swing the sword around you in a circle and everyone you hit dies. I'm not sure. If this was automated and you would just make a bit of a vampire clone out of it with more interesting upgrades and... yeah. Also, I gotta fix the glitch. He likes calling out the first. And you said first. I don't think he's meant to do that if it's in a sentence. Well, in my defense, usually Eternal is here to use the first. That's probably why. But yeah, I think to me that's a C. On the other hand, Science Battle Eternal. I'm usually not a fan of these Hades-like games, of these rogue-lite or rogue-like battlers, because I usually grow bored of them. But yeah, I mean, I threw both into the category in this case because it's just, yeah, I feel like they both fit. But yes, like I'm not gonna put it in C tier, but I want to compare to Sword Hero because we played it right after each other. Sword Hero looked better. I gotta admit that was more beautiful because the pixel art and the style. But the combat was so boring. Meanwhile, Science, with its 20 classes on release, he said. That alone, already here. I like the combat style. Like yes, it's a game probably made by a handful of developers at most. So don't expect Hades quality, don't expect cutscenes and everything. But it looked like a really neat game for in between. So I think I'm also gonna put that in the A tier. Just, yeah, it was a fun game. see, what do we have left? We're slowly getting through them. Yeah, I think this we can go through really quick. Of cats, quilts and cats of calico. There we go. Quilts and cats. No, I'm not gonna call it kilts and cats anymore. There. Quilts and cats of calico. By the makers of Wingspan. Looked exactly like the makers of Wingspan wanted to make another board game. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of the Wingspan board game. I mean, no, the other way around. I was a fan of the Wingspan board game, but I wasn't a fan of the Wingspan computer game. I feel like Wingspan felt better playing it in Tabletop Simulator, including the AI, than it felt playing in the game. The game was very straightforward. I'm still talking about Wingspan. And just very simplistic. A big part of the board game was, for example, the dice tower you get with it, which is also in Tabletop Simulator. And just a beautiful board and I'm not a board game player. I don't have the room. I don't have the you know, I don't have the friends to sit together with that like board games. We're not a board game family. We played Tabletop Simulator for a while. It was fun. So Wingspan I literally purchased when it was on sale because I wanted to play a board game. And I think I have... Let me actually see how much I have in that game. I have 6 hours, which is actually more than I anticipated, but it just... In the end, it always felt like a worse implementation of the Tabletop Simulator, and I feel like this is the same on the same level. It's, yes, it needs something on top. The fact that I had those tiny cats walking over my field, the only thing it did was obstruct view here and there and give me something to click on whenever they were petable. It's just, I don't see room for this in my library, unfortunately. Well, I think we have 2 left. Yes, we do. Lunar Abyss. That was it the last game we played yesterday? Or did we play one after? No, we played House Flipper after because Lunar Abyss was so short. That's why. Yeah, I think this I'm gonna put in A right away. Lunar Abyss. Lunar Abyss. Yeah. Industrial techno album cover. Amazing game. That was really weird in so many things. I really enjoyed that. A bit short for the demo. And I am still not sold on the lock-on mechanic, but it felt better than it looked. Holding the right mouse button locks you onto the enemy, and then pushing the left one or holding it shoots. And it's interesting to see something completely brand new when it comes to mechanics, because no one does that anymore. No one invents new mechanics. People just mix. Oh, you want an FPS rhythm game? There you go. But doing this, I think it worked. I'm not a fan of bullet hell, so it really depends on how difficult it will get. But it worked. I had fun. Well, one more. Pizza Possum, the game suggested by Eternal. I think it's also gonna be an A for me, because I didn't play it in multiplayer. I think in multiplayer, this might be an S tier. In single player, it felt a bit like the Untitled Goose Game, but with a bigger focus on speed. Yeah, I think this game... let me actually see how many players this supports, because I think that will be a big important part. If it's more than 4 players, I think it's 1 to 4, isn't it? Where do you say it? Come on, how many people? So the trailer always shows 2. Yeah, looking at the trailer, I only see 2 players. And it's called single player or local co-op. So looking at the trailer, yeah, I mean here. If you look at this, you can see that it's always 2 of them. And yeah, local co-op, a feast for 2. Yeah, I feel like that actually devalues it a tiny bit, because I do think this would have been a really interesting party game. Like, I can imagine this. Yeah, I can imagine this with 10 people on a map. Like all over, and they're just trying their best to beat the dogs, and now add that as they are caught, essentially an arena battle. As they are caught, they are removed from the match, last possum standing. I could imagine this. Yeah, it did remind me of that. It's a game I'm gonna put on A. I think A is fine. Yeah, no, I think this is where we are right now. Unfortunately, these are still all the games we gotta play. Oh my god, look at these games. I just had to remind Eternal that he hasn't given me a comment on the tier list. But yeah, I think this is where we start today off. Let me just double check. We did not forget anything, did we? Nope, that's it. So, I think it is time to start today's stream. Now that we're like half an hour in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Go ahead. Boop. Boop away. We just finished our tier list. It just came a minute too late, Eternal. But yeah, this is where we are. Our S ranks were Astro Pig, Laika, and Little Kitty Big City. Our A tiers were House Flipper, Delaris, Scions, Luna Abyss, and Pizza Possum. And we were just talking about the fact that Pizza Possum could have been an S rank. I think if it would have been like a 10-player game. Imagine big maps, community nights, that would have been amazing. As a 2-player co-op, I think it's still an A rank. Yeah, Calico on B, no comments. And Sword Hero, Word Factory, and Dr. Fetus on C. Because, you know, maybe they will still get good, but not for me, not right now. Hey, Ketna. Yeah, I don't want to put it at D, because I feel like I just didn't give it enough time to see if maybe adding all this extra difficulty actually makes the game fun. It didn't to me. To me, it felt like such a needlessly complicated version of an already good application. So, yeah. But no, we do not need to look at Wingspan. I wanted to look at the demos, because these are the ones we still need to go through. So I think today we're gonna start with a little bit of a puzzler. At least that's my understanding. We're gonna start with Station to Station. And yeah, if you weren't here Monday and Tuesday, just as a reminder, I play these games blind. I literally only started them to make sure that the sound works out. So if I suddenly blue screen or something, you get to be in the front row. Let's just make sure the volume is okay. Look at it. I love the graphics. There's something really appealing about having the voxel style on such a small format and not just Minecraft. Let's just go through the settings. Tutorial is on. Yep, that all looks good. Well, let's see what this game is about, because I don't actually know. Don't you love... Wait, why can't I... Oh. Don't you love fast and efficient tutorials? Hey, Kavi. How are you this fine morning? Wheat farm. Needs nothing, produces wheat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That I think made my day. It's easy to make my day. I know. Hold on, I gotta change the armrest a little. There we go. Buildings need to be connected to a station. Press spacebar or the station button to press station. Okay. Okay, we put this here. And... oh yeah, I should probably change that, shouldn't I? Hold on, let me switch out real quick. I already forgot what that was called. Hold on, that was station to station. Let me just update this. Yes, there we go. That should have updated. And let me also send you the link. There we go. So yeah, game number 1 is station to station. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Here, here. You know, now I made a huge mess. I was trying to drink, and you hit me. So what am I meant to do now? Oh, it was blinking up here. I did not see that. Oh, I'm pretty good. I have way too many demos to still go through, I recognized, so trying to catch up a little. Because we gotta do at least like 7 a day now. The mill requires wheat. Click on the station connector to build a railroad to the wheat farm. There. Standard freight train. Okay, mill received wheat and you got money. Receiving money also unlocks new buildings. Okay, yep, it's completed. Each wheat farm can supply only 1 mill. So the new wheat farm needs to be connected to a different mill than the one you already used. Okay. So then we put 1 here. 1 here. And 1 here. Can I not make this look a bit better? I suppose it is a puzzle game, isn't it? At least that's my understanding. Yeah, now we're going to learn about tunnels, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. This music is nice, and I like the fact that it actually raises when you complete more of the level. Okay, this needs nothing and produces milk. This needs milk, and this needs milk. So yeah, we have 2 milk producers, so now we need to put one here. And then one here. And one here. No, here. Yeah, this is all straightforward so far. Look at those little pixelated cows. Look at them. See, now we're getting there. Now we're getting to the puzzle part. Buildings can be directly connected. Instead of directly connecting this cheesery to the dairy farm on the other side of the map, try connecting them both to a nearby station on the network. Okay, I see what you want me to do now. Can I move a station after I place it? Nope. So this is where we go. So this is where the puzzle starts. We can't remove existing buildings. So we got a plan. This sounds a lot like... What was the game called? Let me actually start the battle and then look it up real quick. What was it? Train Valley. Yes, Train Valley is what I'm thinking of. Amazing game. If you haven't played Train Valley, I got like 40 hours combined across both. It's a beautiful puzzle game that is essentially about placing the trains just right. I love it. Also, we do have an upgraded melee attack spell, so that should help us a little. I just don't know where to place it. Probably about here? Let's see. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's going to be an easy battle, this or that way. I apologize. And looks like I placed it in the right spot. Oh, look at that. Did we really? Yeah, we only had 1 kill. It was only that one enemy. Well, it's a fast way to earn some loyalty, and Kit got the 15 gold. Congrats on that. Now, let's see. Oh, I see. I should probably collect stuff from my battle pass. I have a silver badge and 60 gold. And 10 common spell tomes. That is really nice. Means we can upgrade. And 5 more flag bearers, which means we can probably upgrade the flag bearer too, can't we? Oh, wait, here. No, I need 12. But spell. Should we upgrade Killing Field or get something new? I feel like let's upgrade that. That is a really nice buff. Actually, that only gives us a 2%, a 2-second increase. What is Stronghold? Means more defense. More magic attack. And I think haste. Yeah, haste is just good overall. So let's just pick haste. Okay, today I feel like we should go the down road. We haven't done that in a while. And just to mix it up, let's just start on the right side. I feel like we always start on the left. There we go. And all yours again. Okay, so now so this is the dairy farm. So one milk goes over here. That's easy. Let's do that first. Hold on. Gotta place that. And I am not gonna do what it wants me to because I can't. Because the way I placed this station, it's not friendly to having another one tied in. So instead, we're gonna see about just driving there. I forgot that I need to place a train station before I can build to it. Yeah, I think that works. Whee! Now let's see what this looks like when it gets a bit more complicated. Yeah, with a tilt, like you said, with a tilt shift and that style, it really works. Use a total of 6 cards. Rails cost half the regular price, bridge price is unchanged. Okay. Oh, it's just for, I see, just for one build. Okay, so this has 2 milk, and this needs a milk, and this needs a milk. So, train station here, train station here, train station here. Then this goes up here. I think these are too short to use the cards. I'm gonna wait with that until we have something more expensive. But let's build with a focus on not locking ourselves in. So this was probably already a bit too close to the mountain. Should have done this closer to the center. Cheap bridges, I see. You knead flour and make bread. You make wheat. And you make flour. So we need one here. Yeah, I can't go up that cliff. So let's just put one here and one here. And then we connect these. I suppose I should use the cards at some point. Just so they are used. And then we build one up here. Let's build it like this. That's impressive. I suppose it doesn't really care about elevation as much. Yeah. This is like one of those tracks that Tom Scott is gonna ride. Does it speed up? Wow, that is impressive. Doesn't even speed up. Yeah, you can tell it's a puzzle game and not... Okay, okay. So yeah, these cheeses are not brought anywhere yet. So now we need to bring them up to the city. Okay, this will be an interesting one. So let's start with here. Shh. Yeah, I should have probably done a better job here. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, look at this beautiful creation. This is horrible. Man, how is this? How? What? So, this cheese is delivered. It goes through this station, but this one isn't. Are you telling me I have to do this? Oh, you're telling me you only want one cheese. Is that what it is? So I can't actually complete these. And now that I built the track, I essentially locked myself off from most of this. Okay, I see. So now I need to place this here and here. Yep, this doesn't work. Well, this will be ugly. There. Well, poop. Okay, I suppose we figured out where the puzzle comes into place. So let's try that again. So, one here, and this we'd put a bit smarter. This goes here. Because it's pronounced Fuchs. It's not pronounced the way you wish it was pronounced. Say it after me. Fuchs. Fuchs. You can't just pronounce German written words the way you want to. Because if I would do that, half of the American words and half of the English words I use, you wouldn't even understand. Okay. So now let's build this here. And here. And here. There. Yeah, now you need bread, milk, and cheese. So bread comes from here. And so we're gonna put you right here and you here. And then this is connected to here. This to here. And this goes all the way around. No, not all the way. How about we go over here? There. Okay, so we have wheat, wheat to flour, flour to bread, and another city. So here we have 2 milk producers, which means we're gonna put this here and connect this to here. Is this worth it? Yeah, I think. Now 1 here and 1 here. And the bread goes here. I don't think we need to do a... Oh, this is a... It is a big improvement. So let's just use it. And this goes here. And we used our special challenge. And yeah, I mean, the Fuchspanzer is a well-known one, the Fox tank. And then we just need this one. This one connects to here. Yeah, this isn't too difficult. This even feels a bit like the challenges in Drain Valley, just not as punishing. One issue I had with Drain Valley was that it was heavily time-focused, where this doesn't feel like it. This, you have as much time as you want. When a new railroad supplies multiple buildings at once, you get extra money. This requires planning ahead. First connect the mill to the city, then connect the other buildings to the mill. The mill, bakery, and city will then all be supplied at the same moment. Wow, goods make 50% more money. Okay, so yeah, we connect the mill first. Not quite sure I got the point of that. I think it's just bonus points based on how you connect them, right? Yeah, let's do this. No, this is gonna be standard. Yeah, I don't get the stack bonus. Okay. Yeah, you want a milk, you want a milk. So we put you here. I love the game, yeah, it's... But I think we can do this as a dead end because we only have 2 outputs. And one goes here. And one goes here. Yeah, I have to agree. After I played Teardown for a fair bit over the last few days, now that I, finally have a computer that can actually play Teardown, there is something appealing about this. About this graphic, about the pixelated voxel style, about the tilt shift. It's adorable. And I think the tilt shift does a lot to giving you time. If that makes sense. It's like tilt shift always feels like it makes something more cozy. And by making it more cozy, it makes it more obvious that you should take your time. It's like, I've never seen a tilt shift game where you're rushed to do things. I just feel like it contradicts. Though I do think I am gonna call it quits here, because we've already seen everything this game does. I mean, outside of obviously more difficult puzzles. But yeah, this is a clear wish list for me. The graphics, the style, the ultra relaxed gameplay, the fact that you're never in a rush. Like, you might have noticed, you don't even earn money by just letting it run. It's just... Hi, Abby. How are you this fine morning? Good morning, Bean. Yeah, did you have to park out there? Couldn't you transform first? Yeah, now, I do think we can call this quits. We have seen what we wanted about this game. Yeah, and I'm even gonna click on the wish list. Here, proof. Boop. So yeah, this was Station to Station. I'm gonna throw it in chat again, and yes, please follow that bean. If you're here, you're probably following Aviating Wolf. And if not, then you're a horrible bean and you should feel horrible. There. But yeah, this was Station to Station, your Train Valley voxel art puzzle game. For once, completely without having to destroy stuff. Well, you know what that means? It means it's time to bring our tier list back. Yeah, Station to Station. I think, for me personally, S rank. No discussion. This is a game, if it's not ridiculously expensive, will be purchased. And I am amazing, Avi. I mean, I still have there, I was searching for Train Valley. Ignore me. Yes, I have too many games, I know. And I didn't even add the other 2 libraries since the reinstallation. Or this would say like 1800. But yeah, I still have 20 demos to go through. Well, now 19. So, where is it? Alphabet is difficult. Station to Station. Yep. I think that is going to be an absolute winner. No release date yet, unfortunately. But I don't think that's too far out. So, what shall we grab next? I feel like let's do something else cozy. Viewfinder. Viewfinder is also by Thunderful Publishing. We have seen them with... What did we play? Was it the developer, not the publisher? Which doesn't work anymore, because if you click on the developer, you don't actually... No, we just played a game that was also by them. And it wasn't SteamWorld. But yeah, they are the beans that also made, released Cursed to Golf, which I adore. It's a great game. But yeah, I think for now, let's take a look at Viewfinder, one of the games that actually comes in the very near future. July 18th. So here's your link. And let's see what Viewfinder does to us. Oh my god, that is a sad company logo. Don't give yourself an SOS Owl company logo. Like, is that desperation? Let me just move this over. There we go. Let's quickly go through to see if we have anything important. Yeah, I know, kid. I just like looking at the cover. This already feels like something good. Hold on. Oof, there.
Right, we're in. Time to explore.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Are you seriously giving me a radio with nothing to do with? Also, I apologize if you hear loud knocking sounds. I think there's some regular domestic abuse going on upstairs. That's what it at least sounds like half the time. There can't be that much noise without anything else happening. It's just loud and stompy child. I mean, I still think she's an elephant child, but it's just sometimes you just hear random knocking for 5 minutes as if... I don't even know. Yeah, it's... I know I said it before, but she's like... She's 14 if she's old. I think she's probably closer to 12. But she makes so much... Oh, she's like 7... Yeah, you're better at guessing it. She's like a little child. And she can make more noise than I've ever heard a child make. She can just... When she starts stomping, the whole building shakes. So yeah, I'm convinced she's a were-elephant that's just being locked up. You can build anything, yet you start to build a lab. There's no time like the present. We're coding pillows to watch the footage. Popcorn next. I'm afraid the butter flavor is a work in progress, so we're in a virtual world. I think this is already kind of established. That something here isn't real.
What is this place? I've never seen this much overgrowth before. It's beautiful. Is this what it used to look like? The world?
It's... I wanna see down, but I suppose there is no down. We're just on a little floating island in the middle of nowhere.
It's hard not to just sit here and take in the view. The breeze, the sunlight. It feels real. That's enough for me.
Okay. We're going to stay here for the next 3 hours. I'm just going to switch it over to just chatting. Oh, I should switch it over anyway. I just noticed. We're just going to switch it over to just chatting and we'll just be here for the next hour or 3. I'm just going to stare at this for a minute just to give Kit some ideas. I mean, come on, wouldn't you just want to knock this down? Just like, boop. It's like, boop. Yeah, exactly.
Hard to believe that we've all finally managed to come together. This assembled team of brilliant minds, here to bring to life my vision. Or rather, our vision. Now, to detail our first list of tasks, then I'll return to the party.
Well, let's go to the obvious continuation. An action shot, yeah. I think this very
Whoa, you okay?
rude.
Your vitals look good. I guess we know now that falling doesn't hurt. That's some good news at least.
Oh, first I want to take a look around here.
Back up there.
No, nothing? Okay, I like this. This is cool.
Oh, yo, what? That's sick.
But
Couldn't resist trying it again, huh? Let's try another way for now.
okay, I do like this mechanic. That is already fun. I like games that play with time. Yeah, but they're all three broken, aren't they? Oh no, they are not.
What's an old photograph doing here?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they all three look like that, but whatever first one you step on breaks. Hold right to aim. What am I aiming at?
Can you do something with it?
Oh, Jesus.
Hang on, did you just shift reality?
Okay, this is not what I expected. Okay, this is great.
A teleporter! Glad you made it in one piece.
Wow. Okay, this is a good engine. I like engines that do weird things. And yeah, this is definitely another one of those.
Nako, you know I cannot stand these types of activities.
Hiraya, my love, please hold still.
What do I even do with my hands?
Just relax them and try to smile.
It's almost working. Looks like we need one more.
Tell me, is this technically traditional or digital?
Enough questions. Stop moving. Smile.
And let me guess, the third one we need is in the photo. Looks like. So, let's see how well we can actually connect this here. Yeah, look at this. You don't see anything. This is so good. Until you actually step aside. This is impressive. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice the background. I love this.
Well done.
Like even the teleporter. This visual effect. This is amazing. This is so smooth and well blended. And then this whole Cyan Worlds kind of touch to just liminal space. But what if I don't rotate it? Just look at what happens when I place it. The fact that there is literally nothing. There is no hiccup, there is no glitch, it's just there. This, oh my god, I love this. The fact that it even cut out of the world to actually fit in. Oh, let me just place this up here. There. Actually, let's go through the teleporter just so we don't have that sound. There. And then let's tackle our battle. And now that we have haste, I'm so gonna use haste. Because I want to see that in action. Oh, look at them good beans. I do like this soundtrack. It's a very catchy soundtrack. And it just... I feel like it's a good mood soundtrack. I like whenever it pops up. Is that bad? Is it bad that I like dumb, repetitive themes? Oh, those are a lot of dinos. Come on, there we go. And let's see what we got. Just 15 gold. It's a bit... Oh, and I went to Kit again. Congrats, twice in a row. I feel like we might be a bit weak for a hard one. Yeah, I would say let's go downwards. Let's pick the route here, because then we can maybe get to this one if we have enough people by then, and the question mark. Otherwise, we'll just go down. But I think this is a good start to build some loyalty points. You know what? Let's do something for a bit more damage. I'm gonna put a warrior down here. And let's just remove the outside wings. I think that is okay. Okay, all set up again. All yours, Beans. Okay, now it looks like we need to connect something to get over there. So will we find... Remember to water your plants. So will we find a picture that only shows a bridge or something? Yep, there we go. Did I see this coming, or did I see this coming? Follow the gray brick road. I love it. Oh my god. This is amazing. I love it. Yes, I'm easily excitable. No, I've never actually played Superliminal. And yeah, I do know that it is pretty much the same thing in a different color.
I need to understand. This place, beautiful as it is, carries so much weight. There is promise here. Promise of a future we can surely achieve. Even now, I'm striving to reach heights I never thought possible. All that I hope is that everything we do here continues to have meaning out there as well. For our sake, for Mirren's sake.
Yeah, and it's definitely another one of those games where you can just take your time and you can just relax and look at everything and yeah, I do admire these games. Mirren prefers cooler tones for her workspace. Find a better gradient. I've been working on a series of paintings, one to represent each of us. It's a great way to document history. Hiraya has been rather shy about it, and Mirren has avoided the conversation altogether. I have to look to Chi Lung for support. He promised to help, but only if I beat him in Mahjong, which is entirely unfair. Hopefully with the help of a cute kitty, I might be able to cheat. Sometimes being a little devious is okay, especially if it's for the greater good. Like art. You really like doing that, don't you? Just sending me deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. Is this just endless? Do I have to take this photo back? Because I can do this a while longer. I don't mind. It's just tilting more every time. Okay, how about we go back and oh Jesus. Oh, is this what I've created? is this what, oh my god, is this what, oh my god. I thought they were straight. Hi Zeke, good morning. Oh. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to get back up there. So how about we try climbing our way back up? What? Did I place too many pictures? Yeah, this rewind is... I love it. Oh, Durr. Yeah, I just needed to get all the way over there, of course. Oh! I see. So if I place it in such a way that it overlaps, I literally destroy what's underneath. So if I place it here, yeah, you see, then I cut part of the island off. So that is what happened. I just literally cut the teleporter out. Yeah, this is a very psychedelic game. It's another game I'm not even sure I have to play to the end of the demo. I feel like this might be the end soonish.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known me to be the vengeful sort?
Okay, see you.
Okay, maybe we haven't seen the best part of the demo yet.
Oh, it's marvelous. Ang ganda.
See? I told you.
Yeah, this is definitely unique. Let me make sure it's mostly horizontal.
Ayun, I found it. Now this was a funny one. Not your usual style.
You could say I was stretching my creative muscles.
You even have different walking sounds on the paper. They really wanted to squeeze all the styles in. Yeah, I think, come on, play this high. You're gonna have a good time. Though it's always obvious when something wasn't pixel art and it's just downscaled. The whole dithering when walking is a bit extreme. It's just, this still fascinates me. The way this just cuts into the existing structure and just creates something new. The fact that you're always in a sandbox. I see. So that was probably kind of like the tutorial level until we get the viewfinder. Oh, I see. Now we can take our own photos.
This camera physics thing that Mirren has proposed is going to make me nauseous.
Gravity exists for a reason.
Yeah, I can definitely see where this game is going. Yeah, I do think I'm gonna quit here. I've seen more than enough to know I want this. Yeah, I can... Now I'm curious, I can probably do this. What? Oh. It fell through the world because it didn't have a floor when I took a picture of it. What happens if I fall? Oh, it just rewinds automatically at some point. Yeah, I love it. This is gonna be a clear wish lister. Let's take care of that right away. But this was Viewfinder. Added to the wish list. And coming out soon too, July 18th. No price yet, but let's hope it's not too much. Because this game, yes, Moxie needs. Which means it's time to look at our tier list. Where is it? Is it an A or is it an S? I think for me it's an S. I think this is a very clear choice. This is a game I want to play, period. I don't think there's much to add. I'm sorry if you expected me to say more. Nope, Viewfinder, yep. What shall we do next? What shall we do next? There was one that Kit suggested to me, called Back to the Dawn, which I think is a horrible name, but it seems this isn't the name it always had. And I'll show you in a second why. Because we are now looking at a furry prison survival guide game. However, the interesting thing is that despite the fact that it's called Back to the Dawn, let me show you something real quick. Oh, they actually changed it. So when I checked this yesterday, the title here actually said Sue Breaker. But yeah, this is what it was actually called when I launched it yesterday in the volume control. And I think they switched out the title. So I suspect Zoobreaker was the original title for this game, which I think is curious. It gives you a bit of an idea of... Yeah, it was probably a placeholder until they found it. I kind of like that. You made me click with the... Oh, wait. Did I not start it with the gamepad? Is that why? Because you made me click the gamepad and then you don't let me use it. And that makes me think that you need the gamepad to press the button there. And look at the foxhole with the metal head. There we go. Yes, everything looks good. I see. So we can be Thomas, a journalist for Woodpecker TV. Gets drawn into the city's shadowy underbelly while investigating a story. Or the Black Panther Bob, an undercover detective, poses as a criminal and infiltrates the prison for a top secret mission. Yeah, I feel like Bob sounds very interesting. I'm curious. Oh. I suppose the demo wants you to do them in a very specific order. Broadcast journalist. After graduating from college, you joined a television station as an intern and soon found your way in front of the camera thanks to your good looks. You're able to get first-hand stories from the mouths of even the most reluctant interviewees. However, your years of working in the public eye have also made you extremely self-conscious about your image. Positive charisma +1 with 30% when raising rapport with others. And negative, you can't shower without using soap. I see. Affinity 1, only one focus point is consumed when befriending prisoners. And Egghead, points +2 when performing knowledge actions. This goes up by an extra 1 for every 3 books you read. Oh, those are my different builds. I see. So the other one is a journalist. You know all too well that the city's evils are often hidden in the darkest corners. This is why you always carry a miniature camera when you venture into the seedy back streets on your quest to reveal the truth. However, the constant danger has made you overly cautious. So extra agility and attempting a challenge with a reroll success rate of less than 30%, 2 focus points. I can craft simple tools and weapons. And I have a secret compartment. I don't want to know where that is. Or I can be a war correspondent. During the Civil War in the Republic of Aslovia 5 years ago, you volunteered to go to the front lines as a war correspondent. You photographed up close the struggle that civilians endured during the fighting. Life on the battlefield left you physically strong, but the horrors of war forever seared into your mind. Nightmares can't automatically be forgotten. That's an interesting one. I think the undercover journalist sounds really good. Let's go with that. Let's be an undercover Foxy. If it's the law of the jungle in this city, then how are we any different from wild animals? Dear viewers, I'm here at Lame Leg River near the Black Marsh chemical plant at Skid Road. As you can see, the river is purple. It also has a very pungent odor. I'm with one of the residents of the riverbank. Let's hear his thoughts on the matter. My thoughts? This damn chemical plant opened less than 2 years ago and it already devastated the surrounding area. Those heartless sons of bitches must have dumped sewage into the river at night. Now all the fish are dead. Just smell the stench. So many kids are sick. They can't stop coughing and have rashes all over their body. It's messed up. And have you informed the authorities, such as the Environmental Protection Agency or City Hall? Of course, but they are useless. None of them want to take responsibility. I heard that the mayor's nephew has shares in the plant. The bastards are all in it together. Good soundtrack. They see us poor people here as less than nothing. Viewers, is the tragic situation here the result of illegal sewage dumping? And is the inaction of the authorities due to the mayor's involvement? We'll continue to investigate the story, so stay tuned for our follow-up report. I'm Thomas the Fox, Woodpecker TV, reporting live from... Excellent interview. Your reputation is well deserved. I'm sure you didn't ask me here just to watch a video with you, Mr. Campaign Manager. Indeed not. We're both busy men. I'll get straight to the point. As you know, the mayor's 4-year term is almost up. The election's just around the corner. He's seeking re-election and has hired me, Angelo, as his campaign manager. The mayor's asked the Eraser for help? He must be desperate. The Eraser? Oh, that's just baseless slander. I'm a serious social activist. But let's get back to the point. Cards on the table. The mayor does indeed have a certain relative who holds shares in the plans. But the mayor wasn't aware of that fact, and no so-called power for money deal ever took place. But your interview may cause some of the more unsophisticated citizens to misunderstand the situation, so I hope you'll reconsider your follow-up report to avoid any further misunderstanding. I'm just doing my job. What a great journalist. I admire your passion for your work, but there's more to life than work. Far more. What are you trying to say? A little birdie told me you're still renting some fleabag apartment and broke up with your girl not long ago. And no friends to speak of other than that lawyer you used to go to school with. Your aggressive reporting always gets you in trouble. He's the one who has to clean up your mess. You've clearly done your research on... Nah, you'd make a pretty good journalist yourself. You flatter me, I'm just trying to make a point. We both find ourselves in situations that are less than ideal. We can help each other. Knuckles, the briefcase. It's better than a briefcase full of money. Wait, where did it go? Hey, there it is. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, you made the hot dog wet. Did you have to make the hot dog wet? You're rude. And now I gotta eat it wet. Blah, 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 blah. There. I'm leaning back a bit further today than I usually do, so now I have trouble getting stuff in my mouth. Yes, you heard that right. What's this? Are you trying to buy me? You got me wrong. I simply want you to join our campaign staff as head of publicity. This is your fee. Someone of your talent working as a TV reporter. That's such a waste. I want to give you an opportunity, so will you join us or carry on with your thankless reporting? You're a smart fox. I'm sure you'll make the right choice. Put your money away. I'm not for sale. Oh, how unfortunate. I like the fact that you could have actually taken it. Since you're so determined to be so stubborn, you'll leave me no other choice. Is the Eraser about to show his true colors? You can't buy me, so you have to resort to threats? Are you looking for the chance to erase me as well? No way, you're the hotshot who broke the contamination story. If you were to disappear, it would be a major headache for me. After all, the public do love to engage in wild speculation. I'm glad to hear that. If there's nothing else, I'll be going. And I promise you'll see a follow-up report real soon. Take care, have a nice day. Hi, Melina. How are you been? You'll regret your foolishness. Do they really all have to be police dogs? That is such a racism thing among furries. I'm Sergeant Norman. This is my precinct. Is this your car? Yes. Is there a problem, officer? We received an anonymous tip that this car contains an illegal substance. We're here to check. Kyle, check up front. Eric, move your ass. Turn the trunk inside out. Sir, there must be some mistake. That's for us to determine. You just sit tight. Huh? Sarge, I found it. He was hiding something. And it looks like grade A stuff. Wait, I don't know anything about this. Shut your mouth. Save it for the station. What a great day. This calls for another drink. And I bet with you, if I would have accepted the money, they would have just caught me for I don't know, illegal money. Prominent reporter sentenced to prison. Oh no, those are two different ones. Today, Thomas the Fox, the prominent reporter for Woodpecker TP, was sentenced to 3 years in prison and fined $50,000 for possession of an illegal substance. He will serve his sentence at Boulderton Prison. Sources stated he is also suspected of bribing interviewees and fabricating fake news stories, among other violations. In the words of one city resident, I'm very disappointed in him. I no longer believe any of his past reports. The investigation into the contamination of Lame Leg River has finally brought the truth to light. The investigation team jointly formed by City Hall and the Environmental Protection Agency issued a statement which read, "The incident was caused by a temporary worker who was drunk on the job. He accidentally poured chemicals down the drain which resulted in minor contamination. The temporary worker in question has been fired. The investigation team has also allocated the Blackmarsh Chemical Plant additional funds to assist in its cleanup activities in an effort to return a clear river to the public." Din, 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 din. 21 days until election. Stand at attention. Listen, good fish. From now on, you're inmate 1220. I'm Captain Bruce, and my words are the law. You will obey. Do you understand? I understand. What? Speak up, I can't hear you. I understand. Good, now get your ass to cell 3 and make it snappy. Here it is, fish, your new home. Before you go in, one last thing. Head count is in the lobby at 8 o'clock. You better not be late. Now get out of my sight. Oh, you saw Batman? Phew, that guy talks a lot, but now is not the time to waste energy getting mad at him. It's been a week since my conviction and I still haven't met with Reed. I don't know how the appeal is progressing. I need to contact him ASAP. Ask the prisoners. They should know how to contact the outside. Looks like this rickety iron frame is my bed. The bottom bunk's been taken. I guess I'm on top. A storage cupboard. Looks like I have my own space. The bed is where you sleep, of course. It has other functions. You can go to bed after 9 p.m. every night. Sleep restores stamina. You get up at 7. You can improve the quality of your sleep by making your bed. Prison is very cold at night. You'll definitely freeze without a blanket. There seems to be a piece of paper. The prison schedule? This is exactly what I need right now. A small cupboard. You can store items inside. Contraband. Prison rules are very strict. The more dangerous something is, the higher its violation. Normal compartments. The cupboard's normal compartments can only store items with violation of 2 or less. Otherwise they'll be discovered. And hidden compartments. Don't worry, there are hidden places in the cupboard and other corners of the cell where items of high violation can be safely stored. Toilet sink combo, quite advanced. I hope the water doesn't overflow from the sink when the toilet's blocked. Your toilet sink combo doesn't look pretty, but it gets the job done. Use the toilet. What happens to food after you eat it? It gets digested, of course. Digestion will accumulate in your gut. Once it reaches 2, you can empty it at any time by going to the toilet. But when it reaches 20, the slightest fart could be dangerous. Yeah, we've all been at 20, haven't we? This table looks older than me, but I guess beggars can't be choosers in this place. Maybe I can use it as a simple workbench. Hi, I'm Thomas, your new cellmate. Oh, hi. I was just reading a letter from my girlfriend. I'm Sam. My nickname's Ratchet. I was a mechanic on the outside. I'm a journalist. Hey, no wonder you look familiar. I might have seen your show. Sam, is there a way to contact the outside? I need to talk to my lawyer. Of course, this is a modern prison. You can write a letter like me, or if you're in a hurry, there's a payphone in the lobby. You can try after head count, but there's usually a line. A phone? That's great news. I'll call after head count. Let's see, what can I craft? Nothing. Except a paper crane. Or is that... I can't even go to... Yeah, I suppose that's all I can do here. Oh, it is? I assumed paper cranes in general just stand for, you know, something you do. Like, I worked with a guy at a former company that made hundreds of paper cranes while he was at work. It tells you something about how he worked. Let's see, can I befriend him? Sam, you seem to have a great relationship with your girlfriend. I envy you. Of course, my Nicole's unique. And just to let you know, I get out on parole in 2 months. I'm gonna marry her as soon as I get out. We've already set a date. More precisely, her mom set a date, but you know what mothers-in-law are like. So I need to make sure I keep my head down these days. If anything goes wrong with my parole, I'm sure I'll lose her. This girl's the only thing on my mind. My Nicole, my little lamb. It feels like I'm gonna faint just thinking about her. Okay, I've befriended the donkey. A donkey who looks completely ordinary and unexceptional. He plans to keep a low profile for the next 2 months so that his parole application can go through. According to him, his lovely and charming fiancée Nicole is waiting for him on the outside. They have set a date for their wedding and everything is going as he hopes. He doesn't want any surprises. Yes, it is. Oops, but sorry if you heard that. I bumped the microphone again. I swear, leaning back this far is annoying. But yeah, let's see what we have. Oh, an epic dark shinobi level 26. It's always a good sign when we have a few really strong beans, then it's usually an easy fight. This music is catchy. Is that... It does sound like prison music, doesn't it? Like, this sounds exactly like the music you'd expect to hear in a prison like this. Let's see. Who gets... Ketna! Congrats on the 20 gold. Yeah, I think this means we can definitely go for the gold chest. I think we have more than enough people for a very hard fight now. And let's start in the bottom right corner this time, just so not everything approaches us at once. And that should be good. I don't think we're gonna run out of space here. Dun, 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 dun. This is such a good soundtrack. Alright, what can I trade with you? Interesting. Well, I have nothing I can trade with. Do I? Oh, no, I have 50 bucks. Well, I suppose it's time to go to the head count. Looks like I made it in time. Attention! Oh my god, look at the prison Shiba. It's a prison Shiba. Hey, the head count's starting. Get in line. 1, 2, 3... that's 44, 47. 3 inmates are absent. 2 in the infirmary and 1 in segregation. That's all. Listen up. Today's the 1st of the month, which means some more dipshits have joined you. I'll warn you now. Do not try to stand out from the crowd. Try to be a smartass in my domain and I will show you no mercy. Now let's get down to business. All you newcomers, listen and listen good. To enable you lazy maggots to earn your keep, the prison offers work assignments. There are still vacancies in the laundry room for now, so any new inmates who want to earn some money should apply to me. Remember, don't be choosy about your job. If you don't want to do it, someone else will. I'm not gonna be your slave. I want to go to the kitchen. Shut the hell up. I don't have time to listen to your whining. Dismissed. Prison work? I do need some cash. I only have a few coins in my pocket. But the top priority right now is to call Reed. He's probably waiting to hear from me. Yeah, I suppose then let's do that first. Come on, it's been so long. Did you show my script to the director or not? What? What do you mean you didn't get a chance? You're his assistant. Do you have any idea how important the script is to me? My entire comeback is riding on it. Seriously, can you just get it together? Don't forget who helped you when you were at rock bottom. Well, Rudolph the reindeer. The walking is really weird in this game. It's like if I walk to the left and then up, I'm pointing up, but it doesn't change up until I put the controller nearly all the way up. I'm not sure why it does that. Add attention. What is it? What, you want to work? Good. Inmates should keep busy. And I have some good news. Right now you can apply to work in the laundry room without good conduct credits. This is a special privilege for new fish like you. If you're interested, come and fill out the form. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D-pad controls. That's what it feels like. Despite the fact that it's clearly analog controls, I can clearly walk. I see, that's how you do that. But if I go there, work now... I mean, he's not leaving. He's now been at the phone for a while, so how about I do this? From now on, you can work in the laundry room. Yay! It's a great shop, Fish. You'll love it. So, how do I get there? Simple. You see this fence gate? Go out from here before lunch and a guard will take you to your workplace on the other side of the corridor. But don't try any funny business. The work area is watched by snipers on the tower. You wouldn't want to get your head blown off, would you? Yes. Oh, I see. Well, let's see. Hi, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Can you let me use the phone first? Yay! Fine, I was finished anyway. Okay, let's make a call. Welcome to the prison smartphone. Please enter your inmate number. After the beep, press the symbol that I will not mention. What is it? Is it a hashtag? So many names. Is it just called pound on phone? Okay, that's what I thought. But at this point, everyone calls it a hashtag. I feel like no one knows what the pound symbol even looks like. Hello, inmate 1220. You can make 2 more calls today. You will be charged $10 per call. A $90 service charge will be added for your first call. I knew it wouldn't be that simple. It seems this place is more shady than I thought. Well, I don't have $100. So I suppose we go into the laundry then. You want to work, inmate 1220? Yeah, my work request has been approved. You do have a work permit, but I can't find a health certificate for you here. You have to go to the infirmary for a physical. You have to pass before you can work. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. I have to go to the infirmary first. According to the regulation, all new inmates must go to the infirmary for a physical. Inmate 1220, do you want to go now? Yep. Guard at the end of the corridor will escort you. Behave yourself. Infirmary. Go away, Ketna. You're here for a physical. The doc's in the consultation room. You can go in by yourself. Come to me in the corridor when you're done. Don't stay in here too long. Okay, I won't cause any trouble. Congratulations on making it to the infirmary. It may sound strange, but the infirmary is the best place in the whole prison. There's a beautiful doctor, soft beds, and a whole host of treasures in the pharmacy. Whatever your reason for coming to the infirmary, you can see the doctor once, so don't miss the opportunity. You calling me? Oh, that's not the doctor, I suppose. That's just someone working here. Well, you know, we could try. Hi, you're new here, aren't you? That's right. I'm Fernando the Anteater. I've been here 5 years. As someone who knows a thing or two, let me give you a piece of advice. Danger lurks around every corner in this place. Especially for newcomers, it's best to have some medicine, just in case. Thanks for letting me know. I was a surgeon before. Helping people is what I do. One more thing, it also means I get to work in the infirmary. I can get all sorts of good stuff, like alcohol and painkillers. Come to me if you need any. We can discuss the price. I thought he seemed to be too good to be true. Yeah, an anteater with sharp claws. He worked as a surgeon before he was imprisoned. Because of his medical experience, he is given special permission to work in the prison infirmary. This allows him to lay his hands on various goodies. If you need medicine or rubbing alcohol, he's the one to see. An intercom? It seems that even if you come to the infirmary, you can't just see the doctor whenever you want. Hello, how can I help you? I'm here for a physical. A physical? Oh, come on in. I have some free time. You undergo a pre-physical in the consultation room. Hi, I'm Beth. From the records, I see this is your first time in the infirmary. I'm the doctor here. I'm responsible for all of the inmates' ailments, big and small. Every day I leave at 17:30 sharp. I don't like overtime. I understand that. I wouldn't want to work in a prison at night either. If you get hurt during the night, the guard Bran will administer your trip. He's not a doctor, but he has some medical training, so you don't need to worry. Okay, let's take a look at your test results. Well, first of all, congratulations. There's nothing major wrong with you. But considering the unsanitary conditions here, you can never be too cautious. Yeah, he does look a bit tired. Or is it me? I do see that my eyes are opening a bit not enough. Yeah, I think it's because I'm a bit further away from the camera than usual. So it doesn't recognize the blinking. I'll try to keep my eyes more open. You should see how open they are right now. I'll give you a vaccination to help protect against most of the infectious diseases in here. Wait here, I'll just get it from the pharmacy. Yeah, I can see I do look a bit tired. I mean, in all fairness, I am a bit tired. Okay, she's gone. Let's get up. Might be some useful information on this computer. Oh boy, this is scary. Oh, desktop is such a mess. 72% chance to search her computer. There seems to be something in this folder. Medical records. Tim the Sloth, chronic skin condition not contagious, requires injections Monday and Thursday. Jimmy the Giraffe, hypertension with mild complications, requires an intravenous drip every Tuesday and Thursday. Kevin the Koala, hypersomnia, genetic, requires medication every Wednesday and Saturday. Diego the Alpaca, type 1 diabetes. And Bob the Panther, hyperthyroidism, kidney stones, chronic stomach ulcers. It seems that patients can come to the infirmary regularly. Yeah, that's a good point. Where's my movement? I have 3. Yeah, I don't think there is anything in here that looks important. Nah, I know not to push things. But there's nothing I can steal, is there? Nah, let's not. I can always come back. Are you ready for your shot? I have something to say? Oh, no, that's not. But we can do some small talk. Sure, if it will help you relax. Did you know that the prison rules say I'm not allowed to talk to inmates? So why are you talking to me? Because I'm the only one in the examination room. Have you ever tried not speaking to anyone for a whole day? I sometimes wonder who the real prisoner is. So why are you a prison doctor? Yeah, I'm just a stupid girl trying to piss off her even stupider father. Family trouble? Let's leave it at that for now. Okay, here goes. Oh no, I don't want to give you a gift. I don't have gifts. That was the wrong button. Might make gifts look cheap. You can only give 1 gift to inmate per each day. Here goes. This may hurt a little. After receiving a shot in the arm, you'll leave the consultation room with a health certificate. Wash your hands with soap since I can do it here. And I always want to use soap. Sir, inmate 1220 requesting to return to Chen Pop. But I do not have enough money. So I suppose let's go work now. Is this the laundry room? The washing machine is so loud. Let's see what work I can do. Hey, the last quarter earnings arrived this morning. You should have made a lot this time. Really? That's great. I was worried I wouldn't have enough money to buy any new games. But I owe you an apology. I thought you might be lying before. It's fine. I let the money speak for me. But I wouldn't spend the money on games if I were you. I'd strike while the iron's hot and reinvest. Wouldn't you want to have a nice little nest egg ready for when you get out? Box is filled with jars. Labels say softener and water softener. But nothing else is written on them. They are clearly the cheapest chemical ingredients. What is that? Cloth, I see. Shush, you're just in time. Yeah, I should probably not befriend everyone, right? I've been trying to figure out if I get a benefit from that. What do you want? I should... Yeah, let's befriend Bob. Hey, buddy, you haven't seen a wolf around here, have you? A grey one? Can you tell me anything else about him? His name's Fenrir. He owes me money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the other playable. A lot of money. I heard he's in this joint, but no one's seen him. I've looked all over, but there's no sign of him. He must... Could someone else have gotten to him? If you help me find him, I'll share the money with you. Okay, I'll keep my eyes open. Yeah, Black Panther who always keeps a low profile. After striking up a conversation, he asks you to help him find a wolf named Fenrir somewhere in the prison, claiming that Fenrir owes him a lot of money. Although his story sounds very intriguing, you cannot shake the feeling that he's hiding something from you. Yeah, I should probably work. No ironing. Okay. There might be some instructions on the wall. I'll take a look. What wall? Detergent mixing room. I mean, this is an iron. Work instructions. What wall? You do? Where do you see him? Yeah, that was my first thought, but... This machine is taller than me, but it's tiny compared to everything else here. There are wheels on the bottom. It must have been moved here. I hope I can push it. Yeah, let's re-roll. There. Phew, this sure isn't easy. Ironing board instructions. Workers must be proficient in the use of the iron. Take the iron to start ironing and put it down to stop. Yes, I will. I will. Here. Thank you for the reminder, Eternal. Yeah, it really looks interesting so far. I like it. The ironing times for the 5 types of clothing: top 11 minutes, pants 10, vest 9, underpants 8, socks 7. The closer the actual ironing time is to the specified time, the more pay the worker will receive. In order to improve efficiency and reduce costs, each worker must finish ironing 3 items of clothing in succession before he can receive his salary. The iron is fitted with an anti-theft alarm. If the iron is disconnected from the power cord, it will trigger the alarm, so use with care. I don't have to remember these times, do I? Oh, gamepad turned off. I see. What happened? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Piece 1 is top. The ironing time is 11 minutes. Eight, 9, 10, 11. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, this is actually more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay, underpants, 8 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still a bit fast. Okay, 11 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. That's a lot better. Ooh, that's all 3 done. I wonder how much I'll be paid. Oh, wow. That's not a whole lot. Okay, let's do another round then. 11 more minutes. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 11 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, look at that. If that isn't good, then I don't know. All done now. Just wait to be paid. There, look at this. Yeah, I can do a third. Otherwise, I feel like it would just be wasted time. 9 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 minutes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that, I'm getting really good at this. And 9 minutes, one more time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice! Look at that bonus. Okay, but now I have to leave. Yeah, I feel like at least with the experience with the rhythm gaming, I hope helps a little. Where do I go for lunch? Oh wait, I could probably still do the call real quick. Ooh, looks like it works. They confiscated my business card holder, but luckily I memorized Reed's office number. Of course, there's also a number I can't forget. Maggie's. Who should I call? Reed. 64580. Reed's Law, your reliable litigation specialist. It's me, Thomas. Oh, finally, I was worried something bad had happened. It's not that easy to call from here, so how are things going with the case? Oh, I was just about to tell you the appeal fell through. I don't know if Angelo did something or if it was pressure from the mayor, but the retrial was denied. I have to wait a month before I can file another appeal, but as you know, the mayor's election is in 21 days. Even if the court does accept it, it's hopeless. Damn, nah, I expected as much. Let's not curse on the phone where someone's listening. Don't lose heart, I have some good news. Good news? Do you remember the anonymous phone call you received the night before you were arrested? I remember it was a woman. She said she had evidence that the mayor was taking bribes. I get calls like that every day from scammers selling false information. I know you've fallen for it a few times and gotten screwed out of a lot of money, but that one could be real. Remember where she wanted to meet you? A little bar called Baroness? It rings a bell. My investigation has uncovered that the bar has some connection with the mayor. But I can't explain properly over the phone. We need to meet in person. Only you may have to wait a few days. The prison said there are so many visit requests that all slots are full and even lawyers need to go on the waiting list. When it rains, it pours. I know you're anxious. Do you think you could possibly ask one of the guards to see if there's a way to bypass the waiting line? It might be worth a try. What else have I got to do, right? Then we'll come at this from both sides. I'll carry on looking for clues. You make sure you're careful in there. Yeah, if we can really get our hands on evidence of their crimes, this is no time to go down without a fight. So now I have to find a way to solve the visitation problem. Yeah, the controls are weird. It's like sometimes they get stuck and I just keep walking in a specific direction, but there's no reason for that. Drinking fountain. I never thought there would be anything free in this place. Could really use a cup of coffee. It's lunchtime. I should go to the cafeteria. This place doesn't look too bad. You automatically lose hunger every hour. When hunger is depleted, you feel hungry. Satiety? I don't even know. That's not a good thing. Hunger will cause you to continuously lose body and mind. I hope the taste doesn't disappoint. Now, there's so many people that want to talk. Let's talk to the Roo. Hey man, want to learn some prison self-defense? Sorry, I'm not interested. Okay, but boxing's also a great way to get in shape. Just think how hot you'll look if you turn your flab into muscle. Let me be clear on this. It's not boxing that I'm not interested in, it's you. I'm sorry, but you're not my type. Is this a unicorn? Hey there, what's up, handsome? Okay, this gay unicorn, I'm so gonna befriend him. Hey there, little fella, I see you staring at me. You up to something naughty? Oh no, you misunderstand, Mr. Horse. I wasn't staring. You see now, you just made 2 big mistakes in one tiny little sentence. If you're not careful, I might have to punish you. 2 mistakes? First, you see my horn? I'm clearly a unicorn. A unicorn? Second, don't call me Mr. Gender labels confine me.
Your hat has arrived.
As a unicorn, I should be free and unrestrained. So, should I call you free unicorn? Just call me by my name, Ray. That's much more intimate. A brown horse who claims to be a unicorn. He may look slightly odd, but his artistic flamboyance is never dull. He rejects gender labels and has a unique view of the relationship between gender and self. However, he makes no secret of his love for handsome guys. I'll take a gay unicorn. And yes, just a second. Isn't it a good cowboy hat? Hey, what you want to eat? No, I'm just gonna eat first. $30? Yeehaw. That's the best yeehaw you will ever get out of me. Oh wow, yeah, I do look tired. I wonder why. Yeah, go boop away. I'll yeehaw every time you boop. Yeehaw! Oh god, I'm horrible. Also, there's this one thing that really annoys me that I have never been able to solve. It's every time I laugh, I don't open my mouth. It seems my mouth only opens with sound nowadays, and laughing doesn't do the trick, so I gotta look into that later. So many things. But you know what? Let's eat this here, because that's a nice bonus. After a busy morning, you finally want to sit down and eat, right? But hold your horses, I need to teach you a few things first. You can share half your lunch with a person on your table. This will increase his rapport with you. If you don't have enough lunch, you can try asking the person for share, or if you have a laxative, you can try giving it to the person on your table. No, I'm just gonna eat. This porridge is so bland. Rapper? You call it rapport or rapper? Rapport. Rapport. Oh, what is memory recall? I see. So I can go back. Let me actually test this. Now I'm curious. Yeah, so you can actually go back. That is an interesting approach. No, I do have to admit I like it, though I do feel like I can already stop at this point. This is a game I want to see more of, and I feel like anything I do here, anyone I talk to, takes away from the full game experience. This is where I currently see myself. I see myself at a point where this is a game I want to play, and I look forward to when I can. But yeah, I think we can wrap this up. This is definitely a wishlist game. This sounds like Kit, I think Kit said it earlier, that it sounds like the Escapists, just not as boring. So yeah, I don't feel bad that I'm not going to finish this demo, because I think it's proven itself already. And that's kind of all we want from the demos. We want to make sure that, you know... Oh, I just gotta stop hitting the... I'm so sorry. I hope that wasn't too loud. But, yeah. We're gonna get back to the tier list in a second. Just gotta start the battle. Let's see what we have. Yeah, we have a fair amount of units. That shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see where the enemies are. They're coming from the top. So let's put our haste here. But yeah, speaking of Back to the Dawn, let me actually give you... Yeah, the good thing is I usually don't nudge the microphone. I usually just nudge the stand, because the stand is like 4 inches from my hand with how I'm sitting here right now. I mean, the microphone is literally in my face. But yeah. Let's take a look at the chest. Oh my god, 200 gold. Look at this. Who gets the 200 gold? And I go to Seek. Congrats, Seek. Go buy some scrolls with that. And we got a paladin. And what is that? Artillery scrolls. Neat. Okay, let me look. Always click on the wrong button. First, we gotta upgrade the flag bearer. That is always a nice upgrade. And I think we unlocked the artillery. Oh, and the paladin, both. A legendary ranged unit that fires explosive shells. Yes, I'd take that. And a fighter who lacks range defense but receives bonus healing. Also very nice. Well, we only have one path forward. Pretty easy fight with a bronze chest. So, save your elites. Then let's pull a warrior out. And I'm just gonna mark it all. Feel free. I mean, it's an easy fight. There we go. But yeah, speaking of Back to the Dawn, probably formerly known as Zoo Breaker. I kind of feel like that's a really good term for an animal prison. Should just call it like the zoo. There. No, amazing game. Let's put that on the wish list. And Back to the Dawn, I think I'm safely putting an S. I want to see more of this. If I don't even want to finish a demo, because I don't want to taint the full game, then to me that is a very clear sign for an S tier game. Yeah, I look forward to that. How many do we have left? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games. Wow. But I do think we can do one more. I didn't want to go too far over 3 hours today because, I'll be honest, work is currently pretty exhausting. So I think doing 1 more hour, doing 2 more Stream Raiders runs is a good call. But that means we probably have time for 1 or 2 more games, depending on how good they are. Paleo Pines is high on the list, though I think I already know that this is gonna be at least an A rank. If you haven't seen Paleo Pines, it's a Stardew Valley farming, exploration, dinosaur game. That is very high on my list. That, yes, it is adorable, isn't it? Arc but cozy, yes, that is a very good description. This is on my list for Friday, probably the last game I play on Friday, because I feel like I've watched a playthrough of this demo and it took like 3 hours. I want to play this. This looks like fun. Redtopia is another one high on the list that just looks really adorable. Actually, let's remove the ones we've done. Station to Station can go, Viewfinder can go, so we have a bit more overview of what's left. Back to Dawn can go. That's all we did today, isn't it? Oh my god, did we only do 3 games? Jesus. You know what, let's just start from the top. Let's do Crime O'Clock. Crime O'Clock is an investigation and time exploration game with a deep storyline, to be released on July 21st. The cute bunny. How can you say no to that? How can you say no to that? So let's switch over to Crime O'Clock, because I just noticed we never even switched away from Viewfinder. I am not good at switching these games. But yeah, it's time for... Well, I just wanted to say it's time for Crime O'Clock. I could have just said it's Crime O'Clock. It's so easy. Investigation software installation complete. Hello, Detective. I'm Eve, your new AI crime-solving partner. I'm able to see past and future events by accessing the time flow, our virtual recreation of the true timeline. You get to focus on the not-so-simple mathematics of crimes. You'll find the clues, chase the leads, all that dramatic detective stuff. You see, there are people with the ability to alter the time flow with motives that are, let's say, questionable. When that happens, we might detect a crime that was never supposed to happen. Our task is to find those anomalies and restore the correct course of history. Well, between you and me, I know you're new to this. I am too, so we're in the same boat. Let's be sure to do a good job. In order for you to learn the basics, we'll begin with a simulation. Press play when you're ready. 2015 CE. The apartment in pink. Let's review the fundamentals so that we can prepare you for your final test. It's time to show me your skills of deduction, detective. I've recreated a short criminal case inspired by a true story archived in my database. Don't worry though, I'll follow you step by step. Here's our case. A mysterious thief broke into a fashion model's loft and stole one of her famous jewels. There's a catch though. According to the true timeline, the crime hasn't happened. So our task is to preserve the integrity of the time flow. To do that, we have to learn exactly what happened and find the right order of events. We can't investigate with the past, so we have to be sure our actions won't create further paradoxes. The first step in any investigation is to find the crime scene. Zoom in to get a close look at the map and observe the details better. Perfect. The best way to find a clue is to zoom in. Now we have to select an element and let the system verify it. If it's actually a clue, it will be highlighted. To select an element, press and hold until the system answers. Right now, though, we need to find the victim, our fashion model. Can you find her? Great job, detective. Here's our model. As you can see, she's reporting the theft to a police officer. If we look closely, we can usually find more clues. She's pointing somewhere, probably toward her apartment. Let's see if we can find it. Remember to observe things carefully. We can guess directions and trajectories by assembling the details. Try to follow an imaginary line from the model's arm. It will lead you to her apartment. Here's one last thing, detective. Only for this case, to help you focus on the right area, I'm highlighting the zone where the case takes place. Okay, yeah, she is pointing straight up, so we aim at this. No. Oh. There it is. Everything has been turned upside down and the door is broken. Unfortunately, the thief is gone. It will be almost impossible to locate a thief if we know nothing about, especially amid a crowd. Thankfully, my mainframe lets us examine the case from different points in time. Those points are called ticks, and they are frozen, fixed moments in time. It isn't ideal, but a collection of ticks is our only way to experience the past. Let's go back one tick and look for more information. Done. Now we've gone back in time. As you can see, the whole map has changed. Moving back and forth in time, it's possible to observe the movements and actions of the city's inhabitants. For example, the model's apartment is still intact. The thief hasn't entered it yet. Let's take a look. The thief is bound to be nearby. Good find. Well, maybe I was a bit too didactic in creating this simulation, but you have to admire our suspect has everything. A dark jumpsuit, a balaclava, and a crowbar. He definitely isn't a heating technician. Hold on, I keep seeing my eyes close. I gotta see if I can make that a little bit less. Because it's really distracting me now. Oh wait, not here. Oh wait, it's not in this application. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's better. Now I don't blink quite as much. Let's move forward in time and see if he's really our thief. Remember, we have to be 110% sure of our theories before we take any action to restore the timeline. And thank you for the epics. I always take those. But do make sure we might have a tougher fight next round to keep some epics back. The tick was recorded right after the jewel was stolen. See if our not a heating technician is close by. Pay attention though. Sometimes characters change their clothing or their appearance between ticks, especially if they are about to do something suspicious. So we're now in tick 5, so I'm essentially looking probably for the tail. And that was a very floofy white tail. I feel like the only one that has potential is the one that's been running away. But is that really him? Yep, found him. He's leaving the crime scene and he's taken off his balaclava. Clever. Keep following. Definitely not a heating technician. You can interact with me at any time. There's a light bulb icon. I have a hint for you. I don't want a hint. Okay, give me a hint. The suspect is running down the avenue next to the canal. Yeah, that's nice. Well, there. Yeah, that's definitely his tail. Oh, I want baklava. I have a balaclava. I will trade it for a baklava. He's walking toward the water course, but what for? Detective, we need to continue the hunt for our suspect. Often the solution to an investigation involves chases and surveillance duties. The gift of love. He is our thief. Have you seen him? He's holding the loot, the stolen jewel, and he's giving it to a giant rat? Maybe this detail was a bit different in the original story, but that doesn't matter. AI has the right to some creative freedom after all. Now that we've caught him red-handed, we can be sure that he's our culprit. Send a report back in time to the local police office and have him arrested. To them it will appear just like a message on one of their terminals. They won't have a clue about our involvement. We couldn't prevent the crime, but we restored the correct course of history. Just remember this. We aren't basic police officers. Our job is not to prevent crimes and save the innocent. Instead, our task is to protect the true timeline. Great job, Detective. Now you're here for the final test. You're now a fully fledged operative agent. I suggest you relax a little bit. Disturbances in the true timeline are extremely alert. New Nexus. You had to call it a Nexus event. Is this seriously where we're going now? We're going into the Loki-verse. Detective, I'm afraid your relaxing is over. A new Nexus event is corrupting the true timeline. What is a Nexus event? Alas, there's no time to explain. It's bad, really bad. Imagine life as you know it stopping instantaneously. An entire age of your history collapses. We have to act swiftly. Detective, let's go. No. The Red Bloodstained Band. Detective, pay attention because now we mean business. This is a real case, not a simulation. Something terrible is happening. My quantum scanners have picked up a very strange signal. Records of crimes that were never supposed to happen are somehow forming within my database. We have to act. Oh, that's a good question, Detective. Why crimes, you ask? Well, altering the course of history through violence and deception is by far the easiest way, because time tends to correct itself when given a chance. However, it's pretty hard to fix something when your key actor is out of the picture or worse. Well, enough with the explanation. Let's go. Based on my readings, I can say we have a murder. The victim should be somewhere on the castle grounds. Okay, this ass is... Look at this. This is suspicious. This is suspicious. Who the fuck has a statue that is that ugly? You really like the hydrate, don't you, Eternal? You know, I'm working on a redeem that you might want to keep 10,000 points back for. That's all I'm gonna say. But I shall fulfill your request. You know, this reminds me of a board game. Oh my god. See, this was your fault. Your microphone hit. I swear I need to put it in a better spot. I'm sorry. I hope this one wasn't too loud either. But yeah, this reminds me of a board game I saw a review for once. That is exactly this. 100%. Just without the time travel. You, like in this case, you would have seen him here. You would have seen him here, here, and here. And your job is to essentially trace down where he went and what he did. But it's all on one giant picture, like twice or three times this size and much more convoluted. So I do wonder if this is based on the game. At least to some degree. But where are the castle grounds? This is the castle. Do you see a dead body? There. Axel Blood. There's the victim beneath the fallen spotlight. Axel Blood, lead singer of the Blood Axels. He shouldn't have died on this day. Also, the pizza incident. The next album will be a worldwide success. There are some absolute bangers on it. So let's get to work saving Axel. Have you noticed, Detective? I've installed a language pack that lets me speak as a true denizen of the information age. It'll be fun. Back to our investigation. Something must have cut the cord and caused the spotlight to fall. But what? Look around and see if you can find any misplaced sharp objects. Yeah, I know. Yay, pride. And yeah, Hidden Folks would have been the Flash kind of game. Hold on, I gotta look this up real quick. Micro Macro Crime City. Yeah, I'm gonna link this. This is essentially this as a board game. Like literally. If you look at the giant map, you can see what I mean. And this map is just full of little activities. And you use these green and yellow markers to... Let me actually put it up here. I think it's a bit easier if I just show it. And you have this huge map. You can see what I mean. And you have permanent action going on. And your job is essentially to track down what happened, because everything happens at once. So you see like the same actor in various positions. For example, he might have been this one, and you have these little storylines of what happened that you need to follow. But it sounds a lot like this game. And this is how big the map is in that one, which I think gives you a bit better of an understanding of how giant the game is. And you have these little hints that you mark so you can track down stuff. So yeah, looking at this does feel a lot like Micro Macro. But now we're looking for something sharp. Why is there a clock up here? Do you see anything? Arrow. An arrow in the wall. Oh. Yeah, that might be it. Ah, bolt. Are you familiar with this ancient murder weapon? It was fired from a ranged weapon called crossbow. The tech was very clever for its time. Let's rewind time and look for the one who shot the bolt. Before proceeding, because I have a feeling that to solve this case we'll have to keep track of many motions, give me a second. Done. I've installed a new tool in the case journal. Okay, yeah, that's just info. So let's see, where is the shooter? He's the only one with a crossbow. But he could not have possibly hit this from here. I wish I could control the ticks. There's our possible suspect. He has the crossbow in his hands at a point just before Axel was murdered. He's Os Bones, a former member of the band. Officially, he left the Blood Axel due to artistic differences, but there was a gossip about fights over royalties on record sales. Let's follow Os to study his movements in the moments after the murder. We need to know whether he's linked to Axel's death. And hey Shin, how are you today? And, you know, yeah, I mean, I have fired a crossbow. I actually tested a, what was it called? I think the Avenger. It was the crossbow that they used to create bridgeheads in the Vietnam War. So you literally, you tie a rope to the bolt, you shoot it across an area, and it is so powerful, it digs the bolt into stone so deep that if you fire 10 more, you build your bridge. You literally built the first bridge connection. And someone that means a lot to me, who was actually fighting as a Marine in the Vietnam War, and he had the crossbow at home that he still used. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how he kept it. But Jesus Christ, if you ever load one of those crossbows, first of all, you need feet to do that. You need to literally step on it and pull it up with all your force. That is how much force it has. But yeah, if you shoot with that thing, and you know that meme image of the girl shooting the heavy gun and being knocked over like she's just a rag doll? Yeah, that's kind of how that thing feels. When you pull the trigger on, I think it's called the Avenger. Correct me if someone knows it. But if you pull the trigger on that, it's like, vroom. Jesus Christ, that thing. So yeah, as someone who played with bows, who built my own bows, who had a composite bow and a crossbow, yeah, a crossbow is a fucking weapon. There is no comment there. A crossbow should not go into anyone's hands that doesn't know what to do with them. Now let's see, Os. So we can see that people are running away and screaming, and he looks very shocked. But what did he do after? Well, first of all, his jacket is here. No, this is his jacket. How is this not a hint? This is an important thing. This annoys me. I need to mark these. I mean, I get that he just dropped it, but I still want to mark these. Yeah, he's here now. Yeah, exactly. A crossbow was made to pierce blade armor. And it does it pretty well. So where are you going? What the heck? Why is there a random tentacle coming through a portal about to boop that guy? There are gonna be some interesting crimes here. Oh my god, it is Rick. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That is so Rick. Well, does that mean that's Morty? I feel like this is a reference. I really do. It's a dumb reference, but yeah, it is. But where did you go? And why is Keanu Reeves throwing a banana after a dog? Where did you go? Was he with the marching band? Oh, yes, he is. Good eyes. He's hidden the marching band, which is crossing the street, and he's no longer carrying the crossbow. Yep, this is suspicious. If we count the crossbow, we can analyze it by comparing the grooves impressed on the bolt and those left by the crossbow drum. That way we can determine whether it's the murder weapon. We need to find where Oz hid the weapon. Well, it can't be that far. He looked like he crossed the road here. Yeah, it looks like he literally just ran past and took that hat off. What did he do with the crossbow? Why is he being attacked by turtles? Oh my god, they have masks. Are you serious? And this one is standing. Wow. I need to take a look at that later when it's not covered. This is adorable. Oh, there is a rat. Oh my god, there's a rat. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I gotta look at that later when it's not covered. I really enjoy all the little details they put in here. But my best guess so far... I don't see it here. My best guess is that he has something to do with it, but why would he? Now, where did you put it? What did you do with the crossbow, Oz? I don't think he walked all the way over here. Under the metal plaque? Where? Like, I kind of expected it would be under this. I don't know what this is. This just looks like a sewage grate. Yeah, let's switch over to the combat real quick. And take care of that battle. That should be a really easy battle. Let's actually, let's see what we have. Yeah, I think we're just gonna put the haste here. Let's see, maybe about here? Dee, 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 dee. Dee, dee, dee. See, that was, my god, we owned. It's always nice when it goes fast. And a barbarian scroll goes to Blossomberry. Congrats. Congrats, Bean. Yeah, since we only have one, let's make this our last battle. It's an unknown challenge level. So please bring your best. This might be tough or might not be. You know what? Let's start over here. Oops. In this corner. That way we can kill those ads before the big ones all come over. I think that's good. And this will be the last battle of today. But yeah, where did you put the crossbow? Where did you put the crossbow? I would imagine he threw it into the bushes somewhere. Or it's somewhere in the tree here. Because he couldn't have gone too far out of his way. Well, I was curious how the hint system works, so I'm gonna go get a hint. Let's see. Yeah, I get it. He stashed the crossbow before he hit. I think we already established this. I don't think this gave us any useful information. Well, let's see. He hit the crossbow in a moving... Oh. I did not think about that. That maybe he hit it somewhere and that actually kept moving. See, now I wish I could go back and see what moved here during that time. I do hope that in the full version you actually can move freely. Because I feel like that takes a lot away. There it is. Macro details scanner subroutine loaded correctly. Let's compare the grooves impressed on the arrow found at the crime scene and those left by the crossbow's drum. If they coincide, we'll have our murder weapon. Oh, and thank you for the head pets. Okay, so it is the murder weapon. So Us Bones is the culprit. However, remember that our goal isn't to arrest a criminal, but to restore the true timeline. In this case, it provides that Axel survives and that Oz isn't charged with such a major crime. A partial deviation can be reabsorbed by the time stream, but a substantial one cannot. Anyway, we take one problem at a time. We have to figure out every detail in this case before we act. Let's reconstruct Axel's day to find out why Oz wanted to kill him so blatantly. Then we can figure out how to prevent the crime. Did this sewer crate just appear? Was this sewer crate not here later? Yeah, I wish I had control over this. So let's see. I suppose they have like an argument somewhere. Let's see where we find them. What? Where? Ah, yes. Oh my god, what the heck? What the fuck is happening here? Wait, isn't that him? Also, look at the turtles. Just look at them. I suppose that's not him. No, I'm sure it's him, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely him. Oh, I need to find I need to find Axel. Shit, I don't know what Axel looked like. Oh, there's the red. Because I suppose this isn't Axel. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Oh, now we know what Axel looks like. He's a cute bun. Or whatever that is. Oh my god, sorry. How did I not see this? How did I not see you ask this? Sorry, I got way too distracted here in this game is... I turned audio off when we did Stream Raider 6 minutes ago. I'm dumb. Sorry, kid. I'm horrible at... Like I said, I'm dead tired today. I don't even know why. I slept my regular 6 hours and I've been dragging myself through today. See, we're looking for the texting bunny. Is that him? But he's not texting. Okay, after this... After this, where did you go? Oh, there's the marching band coming. So I feel like you probably were heading back to the stage at that point, weren't you? I just keep running into the turtles. Currently they're getting their training. And Oz is gone too. Yeah, he must have received a really angry short message. No, not this group. Someone ran into him. Come on, bunny boy, where are you? Is that you? Because now he's on the phone. While the rest of the band was at the restaurant for breakfast, Axel was off to the side texting. He seems particularly upset who he was writing to. We have to get our hands on this phone so that we can read those messages, but we can only do it when Axel doesn't have it in hand. In fact, this is one of those precautions we'll have to take so that we don't inadvertently interfere with the space-time flow. Yeah, it's... like I said, it reminds me a lot of that board game. It really feels like they were trying to create a copy of that board game. And that board game isn't black and white because it's a huge map and it needs to be foldable and, you know, print is expensive. So I get why they did it. Looking at this, I am not sure if this would have worked better with color. I feel like with color, this would have been a very, very distracting game. Like, I think one of the keys is that you keep it very simple. So it works. And I do like the time management. To me, I should be able to click here and go. Yeah, I can see both ways. I can see both ways. I can see the appeal of this black and white, but I can also see the appeal of what if this was colored and had all the knickknacks. But I do agree with you. I think I have to wishlist. Because this is just fun. But where did you go after Banui? Well, there are the turtles. I'm sure there's a mission for the turtles too. And that is just a random Anubis coming out of a portal and chasing Rick and Morty? I feel like he had to go back to the stage at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't found any Moxie-like yet. There are very few antlers in here. Come on, where are you, little bunny? Where did you go? He was up here. Now no one is up here. Come on, this can't be that difficult. Yeah, but I was hoping that if I find him, I find the phone, because I am not sure I want to look for like a lost phone. I highly doubt he just lost his phone. I assume that maybe he's just not holding it in this one. Well, we only have 15 minutes, so I am gonna go use a hint for this. I don't want to do this in the full game, but yeah. I actually had fun driving around the city with the band. Oh, was that him? Oh my god, that was him. I looked at that car earlier and thought these are just fans. I didn't see him as this. Is that the empty band car? Yeah, at this point they are setting up. So I assume that he's somewhere here. Or not. There he is. And there's the phone. There it is. I'll connect to the operating system of that piece of technological antiques so that I can extract the information we need. Macro detail scanner subroutine loaded correctly. First, we need to unlock the phone in order to access the data stored on it. To do that, we'll have to reproduce Axel's fingerprint. Haha, it's just as we expected. The rumors were right. Oz was kicked out of the band. Oz was kicked out of the band is due to economic issues related to song copyrights. The last messages are full of threats. The threats he sent are an act of felony. If we can link him to the messages, we can have him arrested for a crime less serious than murder. That should be enough to restore the true timeline. From the messages Axel received, we can extract the IP address and triangulate. We'll spare you the technicalities. In simple terms, we can trace Oz's location. Okay. What? Do I have to click this? Oh, I have to click this. Oh no, we traced the phone, but Oz had already disposed of it. Oh, Sullux. That's such a sweet thing. How are you today? Unfortunately, I will actually be only going about 15 more minutes, but I will find someone chill to follow after that. You go sleep well. We have to go back in time to when the phone was still in his hands. Yeah, I'm doing a 5-day week this week because of Next Fest, and oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired myself. I need some extra sleep today, or I'm gonna die of non-sleep. Okay, when he was here, let's see, he was either down here, that was past, so he walked over here. Why did he write SS mail? Bingo, Oz is walking and texting at the same time, which was then one of the major causes of death. That isn't our issue, though. The important thing is that he's using his phone. Now we can link him to the threats Axel received and alert the police, who can arrest and charge him. That way we'll prevent Axel's murder and simultaneously get Oz a lighter sentence than one for murder would be. Great job, detective. We solved our first real case. We should celebrate. 37 minutes Hey, wait, but what? I'm getting some weird interference in the flow of space-time. It's as if something is distorted. We need to check this. It could be a malfunction in my system, or it could be something worse. The distortions in the time flow seem related to Oz Bones. Is this a coincidence? Well, coincidences are our worst enemy, and this has to be connected to the murder. Find Oz Bones. Are we talking about this incident? There's Oz, but what? Have you seen it too? Are my senses acting funny? There's a person next to him, an intruder who seems to come from, well, outside the time flow. I can't stabilize the image because it disappeared when my system tried to pull information from it. However, traces of his intervention remain in the time flow. We watch Oz carefully. The anger he feels isn't natural. It must have been caused by the intruder. These are all questions that we absolutely must answer. However, first we have to file the case and go back to the main screen of my system. There we can continue this discussion. Oh, and get rid of all this stupid... And I'll get rid of this stupid language pack. We won't have more time for jokes, I'm afraid. For now, well done, detective. Yeah, this was interesting. I don't think we need to continue after, because this is another case of, yeah, we've seen the interesting things, and I think after this, it gets a bit more unusual. Actually, let's take a look at the trailer. I'm not going to turn the sound on because I don't think we need the sound for the trailer. Yeah. This was Crime Clock. Sorry, Crime O'Clock. If you liked what you saw, also I'm gonna skip that song because I don't need lyrics right now. Yeah, if you liked that game, please, please, please wishlist. I am, because this is a game I definitely want to keep an eye on. And to bring back our tier list. Where are we gonna put this? I'm tempted to say A. It's like it hasn't blown me away, like all of these did. But yeah, I agree with you, Kit. I mean, you know I do because we play the games. But yeah, this is a great game. It's definitely better than Calico. But, you know, if I compare this to Laika just blew me away. I feel kind of regretful that we played Laika so early on yesterday because they kind of set the mood. And I hope that these remaining games that we will play over the next 2 days will make up for that. And how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, so I suppose tomorrow we'll do like another 8 or probably only 6. So Friday will probably be a very, very long stream. But we're getting through these, even if we might have to rush them a little. And if everything fails, I'll just stream on Saturday as well. We'll just do 6 days straight. If we have to get through these demos, we have to get through these demos. This is worth it. Now, the only question is, does this save? Probably not if I reload this. So when I'm done here, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this so I can restore it tomorrow. I have to admit, I've never actually done a tier list. It's a good soundtrack. I'm actually pretty happy with that. But yeah, I think this is a good time to slowly bring today to an end. We still have about 5 minutes on Stream Raiders. So place your last units. Last chance to get a little bit more today. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, it is Scandroid, dur. I mean, you know, it's not like we can't read it. It actually, it says down there. It's Monochrome by Scandroid. It's probably not one of the YouTube safe songs, but I kind of stopped caring. If you aren't aware, I'm using Bretzel. Bretzel, in my opinion, just has an amazing collection of music. And you can sort Bretzel. You can exclude mature songs, you can exclude songs with lyrics, and you can exclude songs that will trigger on YouTube. And I turned the YouTube off because it takes about away 80% of your songs. Just to give you a little bit of a reference, that means you have, I think it's like 140,000 songs for Twitch and like 25,000 for YouTube or so. So if I don't want my VOD to be muted on YouTube, I would have to limit myself to a lot less songs. And that just... I mean, let's face it, I have like an average 1 or 2 views on YouTube. The only reason I upload it there is so I have a record. So, you know, if I ever want to watch a stream 3 years ago, then I love it. But that's what it is for, so yeah. If you ever watch my VOD on YouTube, now you know why it's probably muted halfway across. At least whenever I play Bretzel music. Clayton. Is that this? Wait. Is that the singer from Cell Dweller? Is this why this sounds so identical? I see, yeah, they are related. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because this sounds a lot like Cell Dweller. And I'm a huge fan of Cell Dweller. Yeah, much like a lot of other people, I found Cell Dweller and Scandroid and stuff through rhythm games. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of Smash drums, I know you're a big fan of that. I actually recently started playing Drums Rock. I'm still somewhere torn. I don't like the song selection and I don't like the beat maps that are included in the game. But the custom songs are actually really good. I still think that Paradiddle is by far the best drum game, at least on Index. I heard it isn't good on anything else, but on Index it's amazing. It's with custom drums and custom songs that literally just use MIDI to coordinate. It has like 1,700 custom songs by now, Paradiddle that is. I love it. Huge fan. But it is definitely more of a realistic drum game than a game. But yeah, Smash drums. Yeah, that's the problem. But my problem is I wouldn't be able to do an Oculus. I can't deal with 90 Hertz. 90 Hertz kills me. And then the viewing angle on the Oculus is so minimal that I actually get motion sick. So for me, it was Index or nothing. And now I've had an Index for 3 years. And I actually recently looked into how much I've used that Index. And if you want to know, this. So I think at this point my Index has paid off. I've been in VR for 1,400 hours. I think if the Index has not paid off at this point, then I don't know. And I've since added a facial tracker and the full body tracker, and you will actually see more of that. Much more of that, because we're gonna do some VR games soon. Yes, we are. But yeah, it's... I I knew back then, I looked into all the VRs available, and to me it was clear that I would have to save the money and I would have to get an index because it's just the only option for me. I hate it because I'll tell you how my index is set up. I have this really heavy headset with a facial tracker mounted on. I need to mount my 2 ankle trackers and my waist tracker. And then I need to mount the cable in the ceiling. I have ceiling cable suspenders to guide the cable for the index, so I can do room scale, which means anytime I set something up, I have to drill hooks into the ceiling. I have to put lighthouses up on corners of the room, ideally 3 of them. The index is not something you just plug and play, but it is a really good piece, and I think Virality to me has proven a lot how important it is to have a good VR set. Because I crashed 3 different Oculus users during Virality just by having an avatar. I literally would switch to an avatar and they would freeze and just bye-bye. So yeah, as a PC gamer, I think the index was. And MHF? Yes. If you're actually looking, there are now trackers for that. What are they called again? They weren't I know Thrill Seeker just reviewed them. Hold on, what were they called? You probably know it. Full body tracker without base station. What were you called? Oh, they are actually Vive trackers. I forgot. Let me actually show you if you haven't seen those yet. These are the new Vive trackers, and they essentially work solely based on... Hold on, there's a better picture, isn't there? Come on. I'm just gonna put it in here in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, the idea is they aren't quite as good as the Tracker 2, the ones that use the lighthouse, but they don't require a lighthouse. I mean, poof, done. They are better at that point because they don't require a lighthouse. So yeah, if you have any interest in lighthouse-free tracking, for example, for the Oculus, look at these. They are very, very impressive. But it's time to get the last game of the day out of the way. So you're working, I suspect, on an AI using a camera to analyze physical movement. Kind of like, well, the Vive facial tracker does. Or, you know, the headset that I don't give a fuck about. Also known as Apple's product. Okay, let's boost melee here. We have a lot of melee units that put that here. But yeah, I watch a lot of rhythm gaming and in general just VR setup, and Rebuff Reality is currently working on a dance game that only uses motion tracking. So you need wrist, waist and ankle motion tracking for a rhythm game VR. Sounds interesting, but I feel like the entry price of requiring full body tracking for a game isn't gonna pull it. The people that currently buy full body tracking use VR chat and just wanna be more immersed in VR chat. They don't buy this for games. So I'm not sure if this works. They barely did their 25,000 Kickstarter for that, but I'm curious. Anyway, we have a healer and a bomber scroll, and those go to Kid Crash and Ketna respectively. Congrats, you beans. But yeah, that's it for today. Time to find us someone to raid. And I will be back tomorrow, of course. I mean, I shouldn't say of course, because my normal stream days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today is a normal day. Yesterday wasn't. But like I said, we have so many games to go through still. I feel like if I am not streaming tomorrow, I would really regret it. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then we'll dig into more. But let's see who we're gonna raid today, shall we? Because as always, I do want to pick different beans every day whenever I can. And ideally, someone that maybe doesn't have so many. So let me see who's playing what today. Here's someone I did recently. Here's someone I didn't do in a long time. And you're playing Warhaven. I'll take that. I have no idea what Warhaven is. But I think it's time to send you off to a kobold. And please be aware, this is not an 18 plus chat we're going to. I think it's PG-13, so I mean, I just feel like I should mention it out of courtesy since we're going to someone else. But yeah, very adorable bean, big time RPG nerd. So send the kobold some love. And thank you all for coming on in. Thank you all for, I mean, as always, thank you all for spending time with me. I hope you had some fun with the demos. I hope you found 1 or 2 demos to add to the wish list. And yeah, if you want to see me, then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, you beans. I love you. Bye bye. I only have one hand, it seems. Let's try waving with both. Hello? Nope. Okay, I'll just wave with one. There we go. I love you, beans. Bye bye.